Good evening, everybody. Welcome back. I hope everybody is doing good, staying safe, hanging in there. Happy Saturday evening, Sunday morning, wherever you're watching from. It is good to see you all. Welcome back. Welcome aboard. A little bit different stream than we normally have on this, I guess you could say, Saturday evening. Whereas we're usually flying in the IFR, we're usually flying larger aircraft. Today's going to be a little bit different. We're flying the TBM, chasing down Hurricane Ida. Now, this storm is powerful. This storm is big. There's no doubt about it. And let's just start by saying this, folks. We have so much action to cover tonight. Definitely it's going to be a bumpy ride. So brace yourselves for this one. Welcome aboard, guys. It is so good to see you. First and foremost, Flynn, Ghost Rider, Reese, good to see you guys. Spags is here. Plane Guy, Fly Guy is here. T-Mac, good to see you as well. And the Real Hacks. My chat should kind of jump here. Aerostar Aviation, great to see you as well. Suit, welcome. Some Flipper. Welcome, everybody. It's good to see you guys. Whether you're a frequent subscriber of the channel or you're just coming in, don't forget to smash that like button and that subscribe button if you're new here. Elliot, great to see you as well. So, folks, we're going to get right to it here. Tonight's going to be a little bit different. First and foremost, I'm not going to be turning on the cam as much because I want you guys to have the bigger picture of the full screen tonight. I don't really want you guys to have me taking up half the screen. So we should be able to kind of go in and out with it through the evening. We are in the TBM 930 tonight. It's a little bit of a different live stream. As you guys can see, the storm's just out in the distance here. Magician 50, good to see you as well. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. So folks, Hurricane Ida, I believe we're now at a Category 3 hurricane. This thing is starting to definitely pick up. Jose, good to see you. Good evening. Welcome, welcome. This storm is definitely getting some power. So rather than doing our normal, I guess you could say, IFR, what do you call it? IFR flying this evening. We're going to be taking the TBM. We're going to be going right through Hurricane Ida, which is basically depicted in this sim. We're running, if you guys take a look here at my weather tab, everything's set to live. We have exact timing with the real world. Like this example, we're here in Key West, Florida this evening. And basically we're running the live weather as well, which is going to basically show everything that you would be seeing IRL. Or as we say, in real life. So, I see you guys starting to load up here in Key West. So, first and foremost, James, good to see you. Welcome, welcome. How would you recommend? Oh my goodness. So, yes, we are in Key West this evening. We're going to be starting in Key West, and we are flying all the way over to New Orleans International Airport. So, that is going to be Kilo Mike Sierra Yankee, is the New Orleans airport code, KMSY. So, the flight time is about an hour and a half. To make it right over to New Orleans. Once we get to New Orleans, we're going to go all the way out, and it's basically going to be, I guess you could say, complete visual. So right now, we basically have our flight plan loaded. Flight plan's going to be saying, hey, we're going here. Let me actually pull that up for you guys on the VFR map. So you guys can see our full flight plan is going to take us here out of Key West. We're going to make our departure, and then we're basically going to start turning to the left right after departure here. I know the runway's a bit shorter. We shouldn't have any trouble in the TBM. Once we get up and airborne, we're basically going to make our way to waypoint 1. From waypoint 1, let me do this. Let's get a little bit of music in the background. We'll go over the flight plan. From waypoint 1, you guys can see it's just off to waypoint 2. We're going to start making that turn away from the coast of Florida, and we're going to start making our way out towards New Orleans, which is almost following the curve of the storm. Magician, right? Absolutely. Absolutely. So, you guys can kind of see we're following that little curvature of the storm that's kind of making its way over to Louisiana, and it's basically going to make landfall tomorrow. So, we'll continue on to waypoint 2. From waypoint 2, we're going to keep that curve going, and you guys can see that's a straight shot into Louisiana. Singaporean, good to see you as well. Saturday, oh right. And then we're going to basically make our way into New Orleans this evening. So, that's kind of the flight plan, folks. That's kind of what we're going to be doing this evening. It is going to get pretty intense. I'll tell you guys what altitude that we're going to climb to as we go throughout the evening. So, depending on what altitude we are going to start at, might not be our final altitude that we're going to cruise at. Especially when it comes to storms like these, that's we're going to have to definitely maintain different altitudes in order to kind of get through it. So, whereas the wind might be kicking us at, let's say, in an hour, we might have to climb up to 29,000 feet. I know this aircraft goes up to 31,000 feet, so we'll make sure we have the oxygen set. We'll do all that. Without further ado, guys, welcome. If you haven't done so, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button. That would be greatly appreciated, folks. We're almost at 20 likes. You guys are insane. on this evening. So I hope everybody's staying safe, ready to go. But we're going to get loaded up here and get flying. And we're going to be tracking this thing as we go. So without further ado, we're going to get right into the aircraft and get ourselves on the way. How do I hit the flight plane? You want to hit the space bar or more options, and that should pretty much get you set to go, T-Mac. So without further ado, guys, aircraft, I basically turned the batteries on. That's about it. We're going to need to get the engine fired up here. So if I can get my background lighting on here as well, we'll turn this guy on. That should be good so far. And we'll pretty much go panel light up. We'll kind of turn that guy on. Take a look here. GPU is set. All that looks fine with the airplane. Get this guy set. Get this guy set to on. Fuel looks good. We'll make sure our fuel pumps are set down here. I did completely fill the tank this evening because it is a pretty good ride. And depending on the winds, it might take us longer. It might take us shorter. Left fuel tank should be good to start. Perfect. All that's set. That looks good. We'll make sure that's set. Parking brake is set for the engine start. We'll go ahead and turn on pulse light. And I'm actually going to turn the taxi light on here just as we fire up these engines. So that should be good so far. We'll set the altimeter. Altimeter is set 3003 here in Key West. That should be good. Let's head on over here. We're going to start, folks, with an initial climb of about 13... You know what? Let's do 15,000 feet. What happened? Captain 320 actually ended that one off. I'm going to have to do it tomorrow. But it's good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Not sitting in the FO seat because I... Oh, my goodness. X-Plane, what do you use for custom views? No, I just use the in-sim camera. What do you call it? I guess the custom camera that X-Plane has. That's what I use. All right, 15,000 feet. We'll plug that in. Flight director's on. Yaw damper on. We'll go ahead and select nav. And we're going to use this guy. And there we go. As far as the speed goes, we're going to climb at about... You know what? Let me just hold that down here. We'll get going. Airbus stream? Absolutely. Absolutely. It's great to see all you guys flying along this evening as well. Definitely quite a bit of you guys for a little bit later stream than normal, which is definitely nice to have you guys. We'll set that to about 200 initially. All right, cool. Let's fire up this engine. Let's get out of here. Let's go flying into a hurricane, shall we? Perfect. All right, starter on. One quick sec, folks. Okay, there we go. Awesome, T-Mac. All right, starter. We'll go make sure the ignition is set to on. And this thing should be firing up here. So there we go. Props firing up. Oh, that's good. Oh no, T-Mac. Awesome. That looks good so far. We'll make sure the... Still no heat. Alright, we're going to need to do these guys. Definitely make sure all that's good. Because it's definitely not the easiest conditions to fly through, that's for sure. Boost pump. We'll double check on that. Does that want us on auto? Yes. Auto ignition. Looks good. We'll make sure all that's set. We'll make sure that's on auto. There you are, plane guy. Awesome. Make sure the bleed's on up here. We'll double check that. Let's have a look. We'll leave that there. Perfect. All right. Awesome. Let me jump down here. We'll make sure all this is set as well. Needs to be set to GPS, so it'll follow our flight plan. Basically in the path of Hurricane Ida. And we can go ahead and release our parking brakes. All right, folks. We're going to start our initial taxi out to the runway here. Flat position 1 for departure. And we're basically going to make our way out here to the storm. Josie, good to see you. Good evening. Hope all is well. Welcome, welcome. Strobe lights on. Taxi light should be on. And there we have it, folks. Hurricane Nora. Haven't heard of that one yet, but that does not sound good. You know what? Actually, I feel like I have. I feel like I have heard of that one. That's the one that's what? That's the one's headed out to Arizona. Ex-Christian, good to see you, though. Hope all is well. Welcome aboard. Folks, if you haven't already done so, if you're just tuning in, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. That would be greatly, greatly appreciated. It's going up to Baja. Yeah, Arizona. That's the one I was just reading about before the stream, which seems to kind of be following after this one, almost immediately after this one hits. Jarrett, good to see you. Right? Absolutely. There we go. You can definitely see the strobe lights here at night. That's pretty cool. Definitely. Wow. That's beautiful. All right. Yeah, you guys are definitely going to get some interesting shots tonight. Some beautiful shots as well as some scary ride as we make our way through Hurricane Ida. It's very, I guess, what's the word? Ominous that we're having a hurricane on the same day 16 years later as Hurricane Katrina. I think it's, yeah, Katrina. It's pretty crazy. Just to think about. That's pretty insane, the timing of it. But I'm hoping it does not become, you know, something as dangerous, and, you know, that's all you really can do is wait and see. You know, you've gotten the info. So at this point, it's basically, you know, what to expect is the unknown. So we're going to fly into it this evening. We're going to see what this hurricane's all about, and basically see what this thing is capable of. I mean, with the live weather here in the sim, it's pretty cool to see what it's actually going to bring. All right, we're almost to the end of the runway here. And there we are. All right, we'll get our lights on here in a minute. All that looks good so far. Kind of keep the cockpit lighting turned on here. Just a bit. It's always a pretty dark one. Cabin lights should be on. But other than that, we're set to go. Altimeter set, 3003 is plugged in. Alright, aircraft is prepped for departure. Fuel looks good. Let's see here. Bleed is off. We'll double check that in the, what do you call it? There we are. Oh, Elliot. Alright, we're going to use full length for the runway this evening. It is a short runway. We do have full fuel. Meaning I want to get as much as I can. There you guys are. Awesome. Yeah, no, I want to get as much runway as I can for this departure. Especially Key West, if you aren't familiar with this airport, has a pretty short runway. Especially when it comes to landing IFR aircraft, such as a 737 or an Airbus. It's definitely one where you have to get on the brakes pretty quickly in order to slow down. Especially with departures, too. If you have a pretty heavy payload. So, one of my favorite airports, but also a very challenging one. Alright, we're just about at the end of the runway here. We're going to basically go in and make our departure. Make sure MFD is selected and bring our range out. Here's QSVR. Awesome. We're also going to add the weather radar here in a second. Just so we can start seeing what we're headed into. In fact, let me do that now. We'll put the weather radar. Let's do a horror. You know what? We'll do a next rad. There we go. All right, weather radar is selected, and we'll go ahead and make our departure here. I believe it's runway 9 for departure. Awesome. Alright, all looks good. Everything's selected for the aircraft. Let's go ahead and make sure our landing lights are on at this time. Strobe lights are on, as we can already kind of see visually. Everything is set for departure. We're ready to go into Hurricane Ida. Also, thank you guys so much for 20 likes. You guys are definitely starting off the evening strong, and I really appreciate it, all you guys being here. So, let's get in the air. Alright, the action starts now, folks. Let's do this. Departure looks good. So we're going to be leaving Key West at this point, folks, if you're just tuning in. We're going to make our departure out. We're headed off to New Orleans tonight, which is basically we're going to be following the exact path of the hurricane. So we'll definitely be right in the midst of it in as soon as 30 minutes, to be honest with you. All right. Takeoff power set. And we should have airspeed alive and indicated. John, good to see you. Good evening. 60 knots, rotated about 95, 100. We'll call V1. And there's rotate. That's positive rate. Landing gear up. And there we are, right at a QS this evening. John, hope all is good. Good to see you. Alrighty. Now, immediately we're going to start our left-hand turn through about 500 feet. You guys can see we're just about to, we're through 500. WC, good to see you as well. Jar A330, I do. Autopilot 1 is on. Flaps going clean. We are in the air. Awesome, folks. And we're off. Mad Max, good to see you. And we're off. Hurricane Ida, we should be in about... Let's go on a heading mode here. Start turning our... Heading 350 to start. Absolutely, WC. That might be our next one. To be quite honest with you, that might be our next one. Actually, heading 340 to start. That should work pretty well. And there we go. Already seeing some stuff out in the distance. Nothing too crazy. It's definitely a dark evening, though, that's for sure. This thing has definitely got some power. Just the last bit of the sunset out there. Sun goes down, we're already starting to get towards it. I mean, this is the good thing about where we departed from here in, off of Florida, is it's not as far as when we did Hurricane Henry. Hurricane Henry was a lot further off the coast, meaning that we had to go, I'd say we went a good 450 miles just to kind of get to it. So if you guys are already noticing now, it's going to be a very fast ride till we're actually at Hurricane Ida. I mean, right when we're in it, it's going to be a matter of less than 30 minutes at this point. Hasn't been hot in Texas. Only 89 in Central. Nice, dude. It's not as bad. California's been getting pretty hot, I have to say. We'll continue on a heading here. 325, folks. 325 on the heading to start meeting up with it. And that should put us right parallel to the flight plan, which goes exactly right into, sorry. Heading 315. 315, folks. That's going to be where we're headed. And at this point, we can go ahead and arm nav. Now, nav should start following the flight plan. T-Mac, you have a great evening. Thanks for hanging out, stopping by. I appreciate it. 200 climb speed is set. We'll continue to increase the climb speed here. We'll go ahead and kind of bring this up to 220. The reason we're going to bring our speed up now, folks, is because it's going to help us get some more lift as well as our airspeed. Once we get towards the hurricane with the winds, it's going to be very hard to maintain our speed. Especially once we get towards where the winds are really impacting, towards the center. That's where it's going to be very hard to maintain our airspeed, so that's something that we want to kind of do in advance in order to, you know, continue a pretty good climb here, and not end up, what do you call it, in some winds without a good speed control. Alright, 17,000, folks, is going to be the first altitude we're going to kind of go up to. That's going to kind of put us at a pretty good, I'd say that's going to be a pretty good altitude to maintain for the first part of the flight. Elliot, have a great night. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you. Landing lights off. Awesome. We'll leave the lights off. I'll leave some music going. There we have it, folks. We'll be in this thing pretty shortly, I have to say. When it comes to getting into this is going to be a very fast ride. Speed's looking good. Flaps are in. Just double checking something with our bleed here in the aircraft. So far, so good. There we go, folks. What server? AKA Twiz. We were on North Europe this evening because it's a lot less congested. Are flights still coming into Key West? They are. Absolutely. I believe so. Jeb, good to see you as well. Mr. John Franco starting the evening off with a $5 donation. Seriously, dude? Huge shout out to you, John, for your support on the channel. Trying to Steve Owen Knievel. I've never heard of him. That's funny. I don't know who that is, but now I'm going to have to Google it. Thank you so much, John, for the $5 super chat and for your support Huge shout out to you, John. Thank you so much for the donation, dude. Super, super kind. Jeff, hope all is good. Yeah, WC. Wow. John!
John Franco donated $5.
Thank you, John.
Alaska 559 trying to emulate Stevia 1. Eyes.
I have to look who that is. I really do. John, thank you so much for the $5 donation. Huge, huge, huge shout out to you, dude. Did the stream get pushed back? We did. We pushed it back a little bit from earlier, and I'm kind of happy we did, because we're going to get much better coverage of the storm tonight as it starts to intensify. But yeah, Jeff, that we did push it back slightly. John, thank you once again for the $5 donation, dude. And look at that. So you guys can start to see just a little bit of precipitation picking up on the radar. Nothing too crazy as of yet. We're only through 5,000 as well, as we start to pick up on the flight plan. Also, guys, if you haven't already done so, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button if you're new here on the channel. That'd be very, very appreciated. And I hope you guys are having a very safe night. If you're watching and you're in the area affected, I really hope that you're staying safe, doing what needs to be done. If you're watching for the pure, I guess you could say, entertainment of seeing what it's like going through a hurricane in a sim that depicts it all, welcome. This is the place for you. TBM 850 out of Florida. Does he really? Well, that's cool. Up we go. We'll continue to increase that vertical speed there. Should notice the climb starts going up here. There we go, gaining some altitude. And we're almost at 30 likes. You guys are insane. You guys are insane. Wow. So yeah, we're gonna start entering this pretty soon. Southpaw, good to see you. Welcome, welcome. How you doing, Southpaw? Great to have you in the chat tonight. Welcome aboard. Barometric pressure is good. We don't need to worry about that till we're at least through 18,000, though I might bring it back a little bit early. For those that aren't familiar, it's 18,000 feet. We go into standard altimeter. You can see it says 3003. Basically meaning that we need to be going 2992 once we cross 18,000 feet. But I don't think we'll be doing that for quite a while. Juliet Echo Tango. Oh, I know where this is going. He's going to spell JetBlue. Oh my goodness. Seeker of Truth, welcome aboard. Very exciting. Absolutely. Absolutely. Fuel imbalance. We'll go ahead and switch our tanks here. We'll go to the right then. That should solve it. 6,000 and climbing speed needs to come back. We're actually going to reduce our speed here to about 210 for the climb. I knew it, James. I knew it. There we go. We'll get some altitude here. And as we start to leave Key West, we're now out here over the Gulf. Here we go. We'll continue our climb here. Avell will be doing it in about 2 months. Yeah, they have the 700s with the Boeing 737-700s. That's going to be awesome out of New Haven. I'm excited. Doing great. Awesome, Southpaw. Glad to hear it, dude. Very glad to hear it. Also, guys, if you haven't already done so, don't forget to leave a like on the video. Hit that subscribe button if you're new here. That's going to be super, super appreciated. It only helps the channel out. And if you're really enjoying the content, feel free to share on social media. Very appreciated, guys. You guys are absolutely incredible. Hurricane's going to end up hitting New York. Well, I hope not. I hope not. I don't know how far it's really going to get. I think once it makes landfall, you can already know that it's going to start dying down a bit. But who knows, really, at this rate. I guess we'll find out what's in store in about 15 minutes. We'll start getting into the airway all the way through. And basically, we're going to get all the way through the heart of the storm this evening. So that should be pretty interesting. Stream's kind of buffering. Do apologize. Hopefully we're good. There we are. Sorry about that. Gotta love when YouTube cuts out for a quick second. Oh, YouTube. That's called YouTube doing YouTube things. Apologies. We should be good now. Stop escorting. Try to get back on, playing guy. Not a problem, dude. Not a problem. There we go. Alright, we should be good now. There we are. 8,500, continuing the climb here. Oh, awesome play, guy. Way to go. Alright, folks, that's looking good. And there we are, continuing the climb, almost through 9,000 for 17,000. I'm going to bring our airspeed down here just a bit so we can continue. Saw MSNBC when I was eating some bomb pizza. Category 4 heading straight for New Orleans. Absolutely, dude. That's exactly what it's looking like. You're not wrong. And we'll basically be going through a Cat 3 at least on the stream tonight when we end up in it. Holy... You guys can already see it's starting to get here, as we're just in the tail end of another storm system. But yeah, it's definitely going to be a rough ride this evening. We're also getting some winds up here. Nothing too crazy. Just a little bit. Slight tailwind as we start our climb. 10,000 feet, folks, and continuing on up. There we are. And we're through 10,000 feet. There we go. And we'll continue that climb up. 10,000 for 17,000. You guys can already see. You hand fly. I'm using the autopilot right now. Once we get into it, we're going to definitely need to hand fly. There's no question about it, Magician. Absolutely. It's basically going to be hard to even use the autopilot in the first place. So we will have to hand fly once it gets once we get up into it, which is pretty soon, to be honest with you. I mean, you guys are going to have a lightning show like you've never seen. It's pretty crazy. There we go, 11,000. We're going to go up to 17,000 feet here. Should be good. I'm almost at 30 likes. You guys are incredible. Thank you guys for tuning in this evening. James. Oh yeah. And there we go. Just the last bit of the sunset out there. As depicted. That's pretty incredible. Much harder to do this at night, that's for sure. We should be in New Orleans in a matter of an hour and a half. It just depends how long the storm is going to hold us back. Alright, we're starting to get some light precipitation, starting to intensify just a tad here. As that's kind of a tail end of another storm system. Almost of the hurricane, actually. If I were looking at the weather radar, it almost looked like it's kind of trailing the hurricane. So that's kind of the tail end here. Let me tell you, it's not going to be green for long. It's going to go into red, dark red, yellow. You guys are going to see it all kind of show up here in a matter of minutes. It's pretty crazy. Like the DC-6? That would have been a good idea. I mean, just without a weather radar to know exactly what's going on would have been very difficult. Absolutely. And there we are, folks. We're about to level out here. I'm going to continue on up to 19,000 feet. Because we do have a pretty good and steady climb rate of the airplane. That sounds amazing, John. Might do a flight tomorrow. Awesome, Southpaw. Hop on, folks. If you're using Microsoft Flight Sim, which is the program we're using right now, feel free to hop on the multiplayer platform. And you can find information, including the flight plan we're exactly using, in the Discord server. Wow. Resident Storm Chaser. There you go. Alright. Do this here. Awesome. Alright, making our way up here. We're through 14,000 for 19,000. Just starting to get the tail end of the storm. You can kind of see it goes from being very patchy and scattered to start to form into something. Now that's gonna, you'll be able to see that once the map kind of pulls out here in a bit. Not gonna find interesting routes to fly? That's a good question. I'm not sure. I mean, the best thing that I use is Google Maps, to be honest, to plan almost everything. That or little nav map. See where the terrain looks interesting and you want to head into, dude. That's the best way to do it. Use a Volanta? Nice. I haven't actually used Volanta this evening on this one. Dispatch, yeah. Ask James. He'll give you some good routes to fly, that's for sure. And there we are, folks. We're just shy of 30 likes. If you haven't done so, do me a favor, smash that like button. That'd be super appreciated. Help support the channel. And if you're new here and you haven't already, consider hitting that subscribe button. Very much appreciated, folks. We're just about to enter Hurricane Ida coming up in a matter of minutes. We're just catching the tail end of the storm here. And there it was. I just saw a little bit of patchy yellow as we get the tail end. Now, it's not going to be just patchy yellow for long. It's going to be pretty intense coming up. First storm system's coming up here. Should be catching that shortly. Rain Dog, good to see you. Good evening. Happy Saturday, my friend. Hope all is well. Ground speed is good. We're going to bring our climb back to 185. And we should be able to get through the storm here. Now there it is. Now we're starting to catch on to the tail end. You can see it just starts to change up as we get closer. The weather radar is going to be all over the place. So the radar is really going to start picking some stuff up here. In fact, let me change the view here so you guys can really see. We'll go here. Aha, TBM, I love this feature. That's exactly what I want to show you guys. Now, why is that? Because then you get the full weather radar. So if I zoom out here, you'll see it right as we head into it, which is one of the best things about this aircraft. One of my favorite things about this aircraft, to be quite honest with you. It's an excellent airplane, and makes for a fun time when chasing things like this. 17,000 feet. We're going to go ahead and go standard on the altimeter. Any second here. But yeah, this should be a pretty crazy ride. You can already see it's getting just a little bit foggy. Some patches of clouds below us. But it will definitely get a lot worse as we approach the main part of the storm. Definitely. Alright, 1,000 feet to go on the climb. We're going to level this bird out. There we go. Should have all this selected here. Also, guys, we are one like away from 30. You guys are absolutely incredible this evening. If you're just tuning in and you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. Consider hitting that subscribe button if you're enjoying the content. It's great to have each and every one of you guys here. I hope everybody's staying safe. And Cian Arthur, good morning. All the way from Europe. That's crazy. Good evening. I hope you're well, Mr. Cian Arthur. And happy Sunday for you, isn't it? Sunday now. Good to see you, dude. There we go. 19,000. We'll level it out. You guys are really going to get a good view of the storm from this. I promise you that. 19,000 feet. We'll speed her up. And there we are. Wow. I know, isn't that crazy? You rarely say morning. We're usually on either much earlier when you're asleep, or very late in special events like this. You're gonna have breakfast with us at this point. Wow. Appreciate a Magician 50, not a problem, dude. Great to have you. You are good. You are good. Alright. First little cell is coming up here. I have no clue, Rain Dog. I don't really follow that, to be honest with you. And there we are, folks. We'll bring our airspeed up quite a bit here, so we can definitely get into this. Other than that, we are set. Alright, continuing on here. Should be pretty good. You'll definitely notice, I mean, take note of the weather radar now compared to in the next hour. It's going to be totally different. We're just leaving the coast of Florida as well. And we're basically going to continue to take a left turn, basically following the path of Hurricane Ida as it starts to curve over towards New Orleans and all of Louisiana, to be honest with you. That's where we're going to start continuing on. So that's exactly the path we're taking. We're almost following the exact, what do you call it, the exact path that it's been going, but we're also kind of following the, planned path of the storm. So once we continue on, you guys will notice there's another one. This is actually absolutely St. Arthur. You'll start to notice we get a lot more. We go from just having some light scattered showers here. Now we're going to start making our way into some, I guess you could say, scattered thunderstorms, as you guys have just kind of seen throughout so far. Now, once we get really into it, this whole map, the whole radar here, is going to be completely covered. Red. You might even see some lighter, it's almost like a pink color. That's just above the red, where it gets super intense. So it really depends on what we're going to get in here. Throw on the pitot heat. Pitot heat is on. We actually have our pitot heat on, which is definitely critical when flying this bird. Absolutely. Alright, we're leveled at 19,000 feet. So, if I pull something up here... Appreciate it, John. That was a couple months ago, I think it was. Thank you, John, for your continued support, dude. I very much appreciate it, but thank you. Yeah, no, it's been a pretty fun ride. It definitely has. So, now we'll start to see some scattered thunderstorms appear. If you notice out there, it's almost like the... That's beautiful. Local time here in the sim, we're using real time and real weather. It's now 9:37 p.m. here. The sun is almost fully set to the point that it's just going to be pitch black. That's actually Florida over there. Believe it or not, that's the coast of Florida. So at this point, that's all the daylight we have left. Very, very little. And there we go. So, 19,000 feet. We're going to start approaching some scattered thunderstorms here until we really get into the heavy part of this. Let me grab some water here. Bear with me, folks. 1 second. There we are. Sorry, I had to get some water here. So, there we go. You're going to start to see it kind of appear, not just in the side area, including our, path, but you're also going to notice that it's going to start spreading out pretty wide. That's where we're going to start getting into the hurricane itself. My estimated guess for when we get to the hurricane, I'd say it's coming up in about 15 minutes or so. It's going to be pretty intense, though, once we get there. You can just see some of the scattered thunderstorms I was talking about. Fred, good to see you as well. Folks, if you're just tuning in tonight and you're enjoying the content, do me a favor, hit that like button if you haven't, as well as that subscribe button if you're new here. That only helps the channel grow. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your dog, tell your fish, tell your cat, whoever you're with and watching with. Greatly, greatly appreciated, guys. And there we go. Ground speed, we're looking at, wow. This aircraft is doing very well on the ground speed tonight. We're doing about 306. What's our tailwind of this bird? We're doing not much. What was for dinner? It's a good question. I actually haven't had it. We were having kebabs. I actually made a yogurt parfait before this, so I don't think dinner's going to be for a while. I had my dinner. Had a yogurt parfait. Delicious. Yeah, St. Arthur, I'm quite far from it. I'm actually quite far from it. However, the sim here, our aircraft, is going to show you what it would really be like being there. Tahiti reunion of Oh, absolutely, James. Yeah, when that happens. When that happens. Keep counting down. Promise you that. First ever time here was August of 2020 during one of your first FS 2020 streams. Was around 1 year ago. Isn't that something, Fly Guy? It's amazing how the years go by, isn't it now? Crazy. So we have a little more scattered thunderstorms starting to appear here, folks. Now, if I were able to go out quite a bit further, we're only about 100 miles off. KRSW here, if you guys... There it is. So that's Southwest Florida Airport. Shaq Oatmeal, good to see you as well. Welcome, welcome. Right? Absolutely. We'll have to fly this bird pretty easy tonight. We might even continue a climb here. Neil Bakar 8 says, am I the only person to make connection? Never heard of that one. Never heard of that, actually. I guess, I don't know. I'm sure somebody else in the chat has. What's your opinion on Microsoft versus X-Plane 11? Microsoft has way better airliners, way more realistic. I think X-Plane, when it comes to third party, has the lead, but when it comes to Microsoft and what the sim at its base can do, they're far more ahead when it comes to visuals and all that fun stuff. Oh, absolutely, St. Arthur. Ireland, you guys are pretty good, actually. And there we go. Starting to get more of the scattered. There we go. Wow. It's views like these. Wow. So yeah, you'll start to see some more scattered thunderstorms starting to pick up here on the flight plan. What we're going to do here, folks, we're going to continue a climb now to 21,000 feet. You guys can probably see now we're starting to get into the tail end of it. And we do need time to climb. So we're going to do this right here. We'll bring our climb speed back to 205. Yeah, Shady Man, for the visuals, 100%, dude. I much preferred you. I mean, there's just so much less involved. V6 California. Oh, wow. P3D, right? And there we have it, folks. We're almost at 40 likes now. You guys are insane. You guys are seriously amazing. The support tonight is unreal. You guys are amazing. I hope everybody's staying safe. If you're just tuning in and hanging out, do me a favor, smash that like and subscribe button. It only helps the channel grow. And if you're enjoying the content, feel free to tell your friends. It's always appreciated, guys. Hydramir says, X-Plane is better airliners. I mean, yeah, it's all personal preference, too, as you fly. I really like the VFR as what we're doing now here in Microsoft Flight Simulator. It shows some pretty cool things with the visuals. But yeah, to be quite honest with you, there's just quite a bit of, I mean, I guess it's all personal preference, you know, when it comes down to that, but we have a whole, what do you call it, flight debate section in our Discord, and we do this almost every day. And there we go. But yeah, honestly, it's all about what you prefer. There really is no right or wrong answer. But yeah, I guess it's all personal preference. All right, folks, here we go. It's Lockheed Martin. Yeah, there you go. All right, we're starting to enter some more of the tail end of the scattered thunderstorms just before the main part. Yeah, we're getting pretty close. So you guys can see here, if I show you guys on the map here, it's about 11 minutes to our first turn. Now that first turn is going to put us right in its path. And there we go, 21,000 feet. Continuing up and on. That is stunning. Thunderstorm, insanely loud. Wow. Yeah. Alright, guys, I love that. I love that you guys are getting into it, but yeah. Well, yeah. That's the reason for the aircraft debate section. We actually have to have the flight sim debate section in the Discord. We definitely need to add that. Yeah, the VFR in Microsoft is incredible. I couldn't agree more. There we go. Starting to see those scattered thunderstorms appear. Special requests. What's going on, James? Absolutely. All right, 21,000. Continuing up. All right, folks. There we go. First set of scattered thunderstorms starting to appear. Now we're going to take that turn up ahead. That's going to put us right in Ida's path. This should be interesting. There we go. 21,000. Wonderful. Interesting. There we go. Oh, why does my audio come twice? Interesting. Thing will repeat itself. Don't we love when YouTube does that? Oh, for sure. Don't kill us, please, not yet. Give me a minute before you nosedive. Oh boy. Alright guys, like I said, if we can continue the debate over in the Discord, that'd be appreciated. Just so it doesn't fill up the whole chat. Because trust me, we've had that happen quite a few times. Oh wow. There we go. Now we're starting to get into it. Just a scattered thunderstorm, I think, here. To be honest with you. There we go. Now we're going to start getting into it here. X-Plane does have a huge advantage on graphics. Oh, I agree. And I think performance-wise, a lot of people can run it. Wow. That's beautiful. There we go. Let's double check on something here. Yeah, there we go. Alright, we're starting to get into it here. 21,000. I'll bring her music back on. Absolutely, folks. And there we go. Starting to approach the tail end of Hurricane Ida until we really get in the center of it. Now, like I said, in about 8 minutes, we're going to start a pretty good left turn that we're actually going to deviate off, and we're going to fly right through the heart of this thing, which is going to be pretty intense. Folks, if you're just tuning in this evening and you're enjoying the content once again, don't forget to leave a like on today's stream, as well as hit that subscribe button if you're new. I want to give a huge shout out to all the new subscribers who have come through on the channel this evening. You guys are absolutely incredible. I wish the alert was working, but thank you guys so much for all your continued support. I hope everybody's staying safe and doing good on this Saturday evening, as it gets pretty hectic, you know, the day before this thing's going to make landfall, which is something that you guys will be able to take a look at here soon enough. We'll be right in the heart of the storm in the sim. And this sim should be depicting most of it. It's pretty crazy. Been a subscriber for over a year and a half. That's crazy. You guys have been here quite a while. So I'm not being too active. No worries, Real Hacks. How will the flight be? That's a great question. We're looking at about an hour and a half. However, we're gonna... Wow. That was incredible. However, if you take a look, it might take us longer, because if you look at some of the winds are kind of all over the place. So I'm not sure if that incorporates with the winds. If it's with the winds, it's an hour and a half. Without, maybe two hours. We've been airborne for close to 35 minutes now. Almost 35 minutes in. It's insane. And there we go. Oh, Shady Man, that's not necessary, dude, but always appreciated. That is very kind of you, dude. But not required whatsoever, dude. Good luck, Real Hacks. Seriously. I'm telling you guys, once we get into this, it's going to be a stunning view. Stunning. Look at that. Just the tail end of daylight's leaving us here. And I'm honestly shocked that we can see some of that this late. There we go. Where did my mouse head? Hold on. Sorry, folks. There we go. Just had to click one button here to make sure we're good. Wow. You guys can see we're just through a layer of scattered clouds here with a small scattered thunderstorm. Gonna do the ILS in New Orleans. I'm hoping if it's still... I'm hoping that we'll be able to even try a visual. I know it's nighttime, but if the low visibility and the intense weather hasn't quite moved in by the time we land in New Orleans, then we're definitely going to try for even a visual. I could probably do the ILS if need be. Just depending. Alright, feeling balanced. We'll switch her over. Recommendations for someone to take off. Head out of New Orleans. Absolutely. Portrait of the drama that's yet to come. You know it's bags. Flavor Sheboygan. Some good old crawfish. There you go. There you go. That is stunning. Alright, now you guys are starting to see the main part of the storm. Starting to move in here. Wow. So that's like the tail end of the actual Ida, which we've been just getting through some scattered thunderstorms. So you can imagine when we move in here soon, that's what's going to be crazy. That's crazy. I'm telling you, it's going to get real rough here in about 10 minutes now. I'd say we're a good 10 minutes, it's going to get pretty insane. Then we have an A320 cruising at 38,000. Yeah, you'll definitely see the difference from this small scattered thunderstorm to Ida. Quite the difference, folks. And we're just shy of 40 likes. You guys are incredible. There we go. So if I pull up the VFR map again, you're now going to see we're going to pretty much move right away and head all the way to the left. And that's going to push us right into the path. What graphics card? I run an RTX 3070. 3070. Now let's go ahead and change this on the map. And I'm going to show you guys what I mean. Let's see if I can bring this guy out. There we go. Switch that back here. Should have that good. I'm actually not. Believe it or not. Just a lot of saving. That's the best advice I can give. That's the best advice I can give. There we go. Starting to get more of that precipitation filling in. It's going to be a wild ride. You know it, Spags. Absolutely. Now, our ground speed here is already 309 knots, which is definitely pushing us in the right direction. Let me check something here. Aha! We should be on the GPS mode. That would do it. Wow. Alright, we'll start direct waypoint 1, then we'll quickly swing a left turn and get ourselves on course. Stunning. Wow. And there you go. We'll start our left turn here as we continue on to waypoint 2, which is basically going to set us up for the whole flight, actually. Buckle up, Buttercups. You know it, Spags. You know it. Alright, folks. There we go. The time is now. Yeah, folks. There you go. If you have the emojis and you're a member of the channel, get those Buckle Up Buttercup emojis in chat. If you want to become a member here on the channel, $3 a month, cancel anytime, always appreciated, never required. Alright, folks. You can see we're already losing visibility as we head further up. And we should swing that left turn here. Are we there yet? Almost there, actually. We're just... You should start seeing the storm appear once we make this left turn. There we go. Sharp left, bringing us on course, away from the land and off into Ida. And there we go. Now I promise you this. Very shortly you'll start seeing the storm appear. Nice, Shady Man. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, there we go, Fly Guy. You're starting to see some of the storm appear on our radar now. It's pretty insane. Also, folks, if you haven't already done so, don't forget to leave a like on today's stream, as well as hit that subscribe button. Would be very, very much appreciated. Wow. There we are. Starting to get into it. Holy. This should be an interesting ride, let me tell you that. I promise you that. You're the only one escorting me. Nice. Any PC giveaways? Oh, I'm afraid that's quite expensive, dude. I don't think so. Look farther west, head back to the north, so you'll go into the eye wall. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go on a heading. Excellent idea. Alright, folks. Start on a heading here of about 290. Should be enough to get us into the storm. Aha. Now I see. Poster boy, good evening. Great to see ya. Hope all is good, poster boy. Welcome, welcome. That should get us en route to the storm. Music you listen to? Like on the stream? I listen to almost everything, to be honest with you. 290 is good. Perfect. Yeah, it looks like it'll get us in the right direction here. Absolutely. Flag, I might even go ahead and continue on a little more left to get us in the path of it. So far, so good. Crosswind's crazy? Yeah, it's getting a little bit heavy metal. Funny. Huh. Alright, folks, there we go. Continuing on in. Been plane spotting? I actually haven't. I haven't. And there we go, guys. Now I'm starting to see it. Let's continue on a heading here of about 280. That's gonna put us in the eye of it. There we go. Runs fine isn't too expensive? I don't know. I'm happy with what I have so far. I guess that's the best answer I can give you. Wow. Views are just stunning. Definitely a great evening to do this kind of flying too, when the weather gets intense like this. Let's see if I can bring this guy out. Aha, that would do it. Plane spotting at LAX is great. I couldn't agree more. Alright, left 275, folks. That's going to be our best heading. See you, Arthur. Have a great night, dude. Take care. We'll catch you on the next stream. Alright, perfect. '40 series grab. I hope soon. Also, folks, if you're just tuning in, don't forget to hit that like button. We're just about 2 away from 40. Look at that. Wow. That is incredible. Now we're starting to see more of the storm here on the radar. That's like the tail end here. Let's do this. Yeah, 275 actually would be our best bet as far as the heading. That way we don't kind of veer off course too much. Though I think we've already gone that far. It might be in our best interest to do so. Sometime, that'd be crazy. First they should distribute the ones that they haven't finished yet. The 3000 series. It's like impossible. It's crazy to find one of those. There we go, folks. We are approaching it. 270 on the heading, actually. I think we should continue a little bit more left. Let's pull up the VFR map. Aha! That's how we're gonna do this. Go out and up. It's all good, Shady Man. Someday, when the time is right. That's it. Wow. Look at that. Alright, folks, there we go. Back up into the flight deck. Starting to get a little more of a crosswind here of 25 knots or so. It's kind of gusting. Wow. Look at that. Alright, Flynn, have a great night, dude. We'll catch you later. 275. I'm going to actually stay on a 275 heading here. That's probably our best bet. Yep, because there she is. Wow. It's amazing. Isn't that something, folks? It's incredible. We're almost there, actually. I'm pretty shocked at how quickly we were able to get out here. It's pretty impressive. Let's see here. Wow. Alright, folks, here we go. We're almost into it. We are almost there. I'm looking at the radar here. Can't wait for a Fly Tampa Boston's terminal layout update. Might have already happened. I'm just late. I don't know if they've updated that one. Alright, we need to pull up our map here. So, A, we don't get lost. But B, so we can get an updated location of the storm. A little further out. And we're going to continue on over. Almost through the little corridor. There we go, folks. Wow. Look at that. So now we're starting to see it. Now we're starting to see it. Not a problem, Shitty Man. Never required here on the channel. They release it? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. They'll just do it all at once. There we go. A little further out, we'll start to the right. Storm's approaching. RPM's looking good. Everything's in the green. And now we're starting to see that pop up on the radar. Wow. There you go, Shady Man. That's the way to do it. Save as much as you can. There we go. Okay, so this is where it's going to start filling in. We're getting kind of close to it. We're only about an hour from New Orleans, or less. But the storm is yet to come, and that's where we're going to approach here in about 5 minutes. There we go, folks. Now we're going to start seeing the storm pop up on the radar. And let me tell you, it's going to get pretty insane with what you guys see here. And I get add-ons for Boston. Mr. X is a great one, dude. Absolutely. It's a freeware, too. It's a great scenery. He just updated it. Wow. So there we are. Starting to approach Hurricane Ida. And now we're getting there. Alright, here we go, folks. Nice, Aspiring. Good to see you. Alright, folks, here we go. It was incredible. Yeah, exactly. Shady Man, oh boy. Alright, here we go. We might start a turn to the right here slightly. We're going to change our heading here on course, folks. We're going to go on a heading of 275. Now, what that's going to do, it's going to put us right in the path of the hurricane, which is just starting to kind of come up here on the radar. You'll start to see the tail end of it, but then we're really going to get into it. Also, folks, we're so close to 50 likes already. You guys are seriously incredible. Chick 8 is for New Orleans, reporting scattered clouds. So if it's scattered clouds, once we get to New Orleans, we're going to basically just do a VFR approach. We'll go visual. We might just go visual if we can make it on the runway. In the event we can't go visual, then I'll set up for the ILS approach. But I don't think we're going to do the ILS approach because, as you guys can see, Hurricane Ida's it's still out over the Gulf, meaning that when we get into New Orleans in about an hour, you guys should be able to notice it's a little less than what it's going to be tomorrow. Jessica Kimberly, great to see you in chat. Welcome, welcome. Keto, very nice approach. Oh, it's a beautiful approach. FWB, I usually leave it off so you guys get the full view of the screen and stream here. So you guys can see most of it. Alright, this is where we're going to go back on course. Let's go nav mode. You guys start to see a little bit of the red here popping up. So, if I pull up the VFR map, here's where our flight plan... Oh, I gotta click into it. Hold on. Oh, silly map. Hold on. There it is. So you guys can see we took off right about here in Key West. We've made our way out to waypoint 1. Now we're going to basically go on course to waypoint 2. What's that going to do? We have found the hurricane. Ladies and gentlemen, there it is. Ida. That's the eye of it. And that's where we're trying to get originally. So, there it is. Hurricane Ida in its path. We're going to start a climb now, 23,000 feet, in hopes to not get completely caught in it. Level change on. That's exactly what we were aiming for. Yeah, it's a bit hot, Shady Man. Just a bit. 28. We'll go 290 on the heading. There we go, folks. Now we're starting to get sightings of Ida. Now we're starting to get it. Shady Man, right? There we go, folks. Now we're starting to get eyes on Ida. And you can see the sun's just about down. Turn down your settings. Oh, I was going to say, for me, I'm pretty good. But yeah, if it's getting that hot, absolutely. Wow, folks. Insane. Oh, I remember that. I absolutely remember that, Magician. That was a great night. Here we go, folks. Speed's coming back. Let's see if I can go MFD. As far as the weather radar here, we're trying to get right into this thing. And I think you guys should be able to see that here soon. Yeah, we're going to definitely have eyes on this thing. 285 on the heading, continuing over. I'm just so watching the weather radar here to see where it's starting to pick up. And it almost looks like it's further off. This way. Aha! Let's go 295 on the heading. That's where we're going to get it. There we go. A little bit of lightning action up here as well. Alright, here we go. So yeah, you guys should see it here in about 10 minutes or less. We'll be in the heart of it. So you'll see it way sooner. Especially since our ground speed's starting to get picked up. Gonna head off. Good luck with the landing. Hydramere, you have an excellent night, dude. Thanks for hanging out, stopping by. Very much appreciated. And now we are finally starting to see eyes on Hurricane Ida. Crispy Bacon, great to see you. Welcome, welcome. Oh boy. Turn the lights so we can see where we're going. Oh, I don't blame you, right? Seriously. Awesome. Alright, let's continue on here. Look at that. And I think we're going to do a heading. You know, we'll leave 2905. That's fine. There we go. Alright, now we're starting to see red on the radar. Love the name, right? Crispy bacon. Oh, I don't have experience. Apologies. 500k? Appreciate it, dude. Appreciate it. This is obviously someone I know. Oh my goodness. What a night. Alright. There we go, folks. Should get our speed picking up here. You know what? We'll stay 29 or 5 on the heading. There we go. Awesome. Also, folks, if you haven't yet done so, don't forget to leave a like and hit that subscribe button. Be greatly appreciated. Hey, see Whitman, great to see you as well. LSPD, oof. That's not good. There we go. Now I'm trying to get eyes on this thing, just to make sure we're on the right heading here. Double check that here in a minute. Captain Sam, good to see you as well. Hope all is good. Welcome, Sam. How you doing? Awesome. Alrighty, here we go, folks. We might go back on course here. Let's double check where we are exactly in relation. I think our heading's good. Went to the New York Air Show. Nice, dude. Hope that was good. That's awesome. Alright, I think 23,000 will do. Like LSPFR, oh boy. Spags. Nice. There we go, folks. Awesome. Alrighty, we should be in the path of Ida here super soon. I mean, the way that we're headed right now. That's awesome. Oh, Adam, that sucks, dude. Sorry to hear that. No, this is Microsoft Flight Sim, dude. Absolutely. Yeah, Microsoft Flight Sim. Hey, who's that coming in? Mr. Pratam, thank you so much for the subscription. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Great to have you. And thank you for your support. Thank you so much for the subscription. Welcome to it. I forgot we have a new subscriber sound. Thank you so much to all the new subscribers this evening. A huge shout out to all you guys. I'm glad the alert is working. Thank you. Alright, here we go. Alright, guys. So, as you guys can see, Hurricane Ida's coming up. There we go. Continue up here. Ultimate Aviation, appreciate it. This man wants a death wish, right? Swag Ice Bear, great to see you. And Ultimate as well. Thank you guys all for the new subscribers this evening. It's great to have you guys. Seriously, Swag Ice Bear, right? Alright, we'll continue on. Very nice. Very nice. Buckle up, Buttercup, you know it. It's that kind of night, isn't it? Oh yeah, the wild ride is like yet to come. Let's go ahead and actually switch her over to nav mode. I might go ahead and do that. Aha! We have found Ida heading. There it is! Hurricane Ida. We have finally made it. And you guys can see there's like very little of the daylight and the sunset out there. There she is. The time is now. In we go. We gotta go. Oh, we're headed right for it. Absolutely, dude. We've been waiting for that. Wistful breeze. There you go. I don't think we're in Kansas anymore. Full Senda, good to see you as well. Doing well. Hope all is good with you. Oh, yeah. There we go. Wow. Talk about a storm, folks. This is where it's at. At this point, not to go directly, you're just going to do it anyway, right? Yeah. Also, folks, if you're just tuning in, do me a favor. Hit that like and subscribe button if you're new here. I'm not sure, Adam. Not sure what to do. Seriously, Spags. Oh, Wistful Breeze. I love it. My chat is so weird tonight. It'll, like, freeze up. Huh. Heading 270. In we go. Alright, so this is where it's going to get interesting. Not at all, Adam. Not at all. I'm not sure if I'm missing a question from you. There we go, folks. There we go. 11 minutes in. I think Next Generation XP is going to be X-Plane 12 or an update. That's a very good question. It's actually a really good question. I honestly don't know the answer. I'm such a nerd. I love this. Hey, that's the way to do it. Oh, yeah. There we are, folks. Just getting into the hurricane now. Crispy, thanks so much for the subscription. Very much appreciated. Salpa says, I love the way the lightning lights up the cloud. Isn't it amazing? Truly incredible. I love it. Love it. We're headed right for the heart of this. We are headed right for it, folks. In the path of the hurricane. 265 on the heading. Just finished a short hop from Buffalo to Pittsburgh. Hey, nice, B787. Awesome, dude. Appreciate it, Crispy Bacon. Thank you for your subscription as well. Welcome, welcome. That's incredible. And there we go. Swag Ice Bear. Gotta go 6 degrees left? I actually agree. Let's go 260 for now. Come on, guys. Keep it civil. Awesome. Alright, there we go. Right for the heart of it. This should be very intense. Now, once we get through this, we're going to swing a right. But this is basically the worst of it's coming up. You guys can see we pretty much lost, wow, almost all visibility here. Go big or go home, even if we ran out of fuel, was worth it. Let's double check on our fuel here. We'll make sure we have it. Full tank. Using working title. I'm actually not. We're in the TBM. So, the working title, I believe, is for the CJ4. Really wish next gen is an update. Yeah, right? I think we all do. Alright, now we're getting into Ida. This is it. Enjoy the show. We'll leave the music going. And there we go. Nice crispy bacon. There we go. So I think our current heading is alright. James. Also, folks, if you're just tuning in for the evening, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button. If you haven't already, hit that like button. That would be awesome. Wow. This is going to be a bit of a rough ride. I'm warning you now. Oh yeah. There we go. So, as we enter into Ida here, folks, you're going to notice, you guys can see, we go from red to that pink. This is basically the heart of it. This is where it's going to be probably the worst of the rides that you could ever imagine in an airplane. And you guys will be seeing that here any minute. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring in our weather radar so we can kind of get a closer look at it and avoid anything that we need to. But so far, so good. Alright. In the event we need to take control of the aircraft, I can always hand fly it. So we're going to hope that this aircraft can manage with the autopilot, as it's been doing. So there it is here on the radar, just starting to approach into it. 50 knot crosswinds already. There we go. Alrighty, here we go. There it is. And you guys can see, it's like zero visibility in here. Or not. More lightning's gonna help. Wow. That is insane. And Mr. Snaggy dropping the Lounge Access membership just before we head on in. Mr. Snaggy, thank you so much for the membership, dude. A huge shout out to you, dude. Buckle up, Buttercup. Welcome aboard, Mr. Snaggy, to the member team, to the green team. Thank you so much, dude, for continued support. Midwest up here is just as bad. Got tornadoes. And now we're getting flooding? Yeah, that's insane. There we go. 54 knots. Snaggy, thank you once again, dude, for the membership, and welcome to the green team. Alright guys, we're going to pause the music as we get right into it now. We have made it. Let's double check all our anti-ice systems here. Here we go. Altitude should be alright here at 29, but I'm getting concerned that it might not be. Alright guys, this is the main part of the storm. And you guys can see, once we get right into this cell, we're going to immediately swing a right turn. If you folks are just tuning in tonight, just stopping by, or just coming through and you haven't already done so, do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button. Totally free and greatly helps out the channel. But let's go ahead and do this, folks. Here we go. Hurricane Ida, right coming into the eye of it. You can see we're already getting battered by some pretty strong winds. That's a near 60-knot winds here. That's pretty intense. There's no doubt about it. And you can see how fast. If I just leave this for a few seconds, look how quickly you're going to start noticing this. I mean, look how quickly you're going to start noticing the winds increase. It's the eye wall. There you go. Oh, absolutely, Jessica. This thing's a monster. There it is. Winds coming up into this. We're going to keep watching these winds, because you can also notice it's kind of wrecking the airspeed. Which is why I warned you guys how I wanted to get some extra speed coming through here. Alright, fuel is in. All is good. This is definitely going to be a rough ride. Now's the time, folks. In we go. We're going to start a slight turn to the left. I know I said we were initially going to the right. Yeah, we're going to try to get right into this thing. 23,000 feet. Let's see what this thing can do. 61 knots of crosswind here. We can definitely feel... I'm already starting to feel it here in the airplane. 500 feet MSL. You see the power. Higher you go, less the winds. I'm thinking we might start going down. We might start descending. Let's go down to 21,000, folks. In just a minute, we'll start down to 21,000. We're going to get right into this thing. But even at 23,000, 63 knots of wind, and we've just started entering it. When we get into the worst of it, it's going to be insane. 250 on the heading. Continue. I don't think we're in Kansas anymore, I'll tell you that. Alright, down we go. And there we go. Starting to descend now. Let's continue on down. 19,000 feet is what we're going to do here. And initially, we're going to start a gradual descent. Now, you guys should start seeing the winds start battering us, if they haven't yet. This is about as much as we got at a Henry, and we're just starting on this one. You and your little dog Toto, too. Yeah, there you go. Down we go. 700 feet per minute. We're going to power through this one. 245 on the heading. The winds are now picking up, nearing 70 knots of wind. I'm going to guess we're going to get up near 100 tonight. Starting a gradual descent here into the storm. This is going to be insane. And we're going to go all the way down to about let's go 15,000. Dang, Snaggy, that's insane, dude. Hopefully you're staying safe. Now we're going to rapidly intensify on this, or rapidly increase our descent rate. Amazing how we're the only one here in the sim. Nobody else was dumb enough as we are to do this. I'll leave the lights off. It's going to be harder to see through this. Bring our range in. Welcome to Hurricane Ida, folks. We have made it! Let's do it. Now's the time, folks. 15,000 feet is plugged in. This is definitely low visibility. Don't worry, it's all water. Alright, 70 knots of wind kicking in from the sides. Wow. 70 knots. We're logging in at 70. And we still got a ways of a descent to go. Oh no, Fly Guy. Here we go. Continuing through it. There's 71 knots. Just starting to peek through. Folks, let's see if we can get 60 likes. Don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button if you've yet to do so. You're coming into Ida here now. And we're going to initially now clock at 13,000 feet on our altitude. This is going to be the most insane part. 1,500 feet per minute. Let's see what Ida can bring for us tonight. $240 on the heading. Start turning left. I want to get all the way over to the left there. Almost 230 on the heading is what we'll do. To really see what this thing's about. I'm not sure how much longer autopilot's going to help us. This is rough. Awesome, Fly Guy. Yeah, we should get that in about 29 minutes or so. The lightning's gotten a lot worse, too, here. Wow. Alright, here we go. 19,000 feet. Winds are now pushing us as a headwind. That makes for a rough time. Now we're going to rapidly bring that descent down even more, so we can really get the feel for the winds here. A little bit more to the right, 235. I want to stay right in the path of it. I don't want to go in any of the breaks and get caught between the two cells. That's got to be far worse. We're getting those winds, aren't we? And if we bring this out, it's all the way to the right we go. And we're going to go all the way to 11,000 feet, folks. Turn off your strobes. That's a great idea. Might be able to spot the eye. Let's bring it out. That's the max of it. It's 18,000. Now look at that turbulence starting to bounce off of the wings here. I realized I didn't turn the strobes off. Or no, I did. It should be the pulse light. That'll do it. Alright, strobe lights are off. Flag, I'm thinking that's it right out here. We still have 6,000 feet to go. What's our current winds? A little bit of a decrease. Start to the right. I want to get right in the heart of this thing. I think that's it right there, Flag Eye. If I continue right on the heading of 240, it's going to put us right in the center of the eye. And we're descending. Wow. Visibility's gone from bad to worse. Alright, here we go. 2,000. Speed, everything's in the green. RPM, nothing looks like that. Alright, down we go. 7,000 feet. Alright, Flag, we're getting her down. Holy. Enjoy the show, folks. Man, look at the ice buildup. We're certainly getting the ice buildup. Feel imbalanced, switching the tanks. There we go. Continuing our descent. 5,000 feet. We're going all the way into the eye. This airplane's definitely getting shaken around. Also, guys, if you haven't done so, do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button if you're ready to see this. This is going to be pretty intense. Immersion ruined. Yeah, right, Matt? That'd be rough. Barrel roll. Alright, we're losing some of the lighting in here, too. And we're straight for the eye. Coming through 10,000. Here we go. 10,000 feet, continuing in for the eye. Vertical speed, 2,700. We have now made it. Continuing down below 10,000. Off we go. This is certainly intensifying, that's for sure. The winds are alright, it's just because of our altitude. I think that's because we've gotten a lot lower. But we're definitely going to go down as far as we can. Yeah, watch the caps, Cappuccino, but I do. I do. 3,000. You'll feel it there. We're diving for this thing. We got a DC-6 flying through it. Would you look at that? Horrible idea. Now we're getting the rain. Alright, winds are actually picking up a bit. I'm feeling her now. You'll start to see it here. As we approach the eye, right then and there, winds picking up. 5,000, continuing down. The rain is coming down. Boy, is this bird getting hammered. Alright, Fly Guy. Initial altitude, or final altitude here. I think 3,000 or... Let's have a look. What are we coming through? We're just about to level her. Let's go down to 2,000. I don't want to get too low or we'll be dead. 2,500. There we go. Make a hard right direct from... Yeah, exactly. Direct New Orleans. Which should be right out there. Dang. Alright. We'll pause the music. Because we're entering the eye of the hurricane. At 2,500 feet. We're very low. I mean, it's almost impossible to see the aircraft. No worries, Unusual Elijah. Not a problem, dude. Great to see you in chat. Hope all is well. New Orleans. There you go. Alright. So any second now we're going to bank towards New Orleans. which is where this thing's headed. So now, we were chasing the hurricane, now we have to outrun it. You guys will see what I mean here in a second. Sharp right turn. Wow. Let's go heading 300. As we quickly swing her around. There we go. We're just shy of 60 likes, folks. You guys are incredible this evening. Absolutely. Barometric pressure's all over the place. To be expected. Holy. There we are. Direction on the panel. Let's do that. Let's do KMS. Where are we looking? Y. Activate. Alright, we're off to New Orleans, folks. There we go. Winds are starting to pick up a bit here. You'll definitely feel them in a minute. Wow. There we go. Alright, that should put that into our flight plan. Go back here. Flight plan. KMSY, New Orleans. Good. I do, Swag Ice Bear, I do. I've heard of it. Absolutely. There we go. Winds intensifying. Dang. Alright, there we go. We are getting there. Ooh. Hopefully you guys can hear that. Starting to get hammered with some rain here. It's like pounding on the windshield. Holy moly. Now imagine if this were daytime. You wouldn't be able to see. It's pretty insane. Absolutely insane. Also, guys, if you haven't done so, do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button. That'd be greatly, greatly appreciated. You guys are absolutely amazing this evening. I have to give a huge shout out to all you guys for your continued support of the channel. You guys are incredible. Look at that. Wow. 50 knot winds. We're going to do something a little risky here, folks. If you guys are ready for this, as we say here on the channel, buckle up, Buttercup. Vertical speed, continue down. We're going to go just about 1,500 feet above. You guys are really going to start hearing the rain. There it is. We're getting hammered here. Alright, we're less than 2,500 feet. There's about 2,000 feet between us and the ocean. That's not very much when it comes to an airplane. We're super low. Wow. Almost 1,500 feet to the ground. There was nothing below us. Nothing. There's that thunder. This thing's roaring. Yeah, this is not good. Holy. And there we go, folks. Right in with it. 52 knots crosswind. So now we're going to try something here with the aircraft. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect the autopilot in just a minute. And we're basically going to do a maneuver that's going to put us in a pretty good climb to get out of it. It's water. There you go. Gonna need a beverage. There you go. It's beverage service, folks. There's your cabin. Alright, down to 1,500. Or, I'm sorry, 1,000 feet. We're getting that low this evening. And then we're quickly going to pull back up. We're only 1,000 feet over the water. And still nothing. A 1,000 feet, folks. Hey! Wise One Blue, thank you for the subscription. Welcome aboard. Great to have you here on the channel. And a very big thank you for your subscription. I love that name. It's a great one. Wise One Blue. Very catchy. I love it. Alright, here we go. Folks, 1,000 feet above the Gulf. We are now over the water. I mean, I could literally go down and become a sailboat in a matter of seconds. Not that we want that to happen. So here's where it's going to get risky when I disconnect the autopilot. Alright? And you can see there's another aircraft diving for the water. Not sure what he's doing. Alright, here we go. We're holding our altitude. Weather in Memphis is beautiful. Better than here. Alright, folks, here we go. Hold on. Get those buckle up buttercup emojis in chat if you got them. Also, guys, if you want to become a channel member to get those emojis, it is $3 a month. Cancel anytime. Always appreciated, never required. Here we go. Buckle up, buttercup. If you got them, get them in the chat. That's my airplane. Alright, so I'm hand flying the aircraft now. Here's what we're going to quickly do. We're going to bring this thing up into a climb. This is definitely hard to do. Easy on the controls here. And we're just so trying to get this bird out of this climb. Or of the, Ho 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 ho! Autopilot's a little easier to manage, that's for sure. Definitely easier with the autopilot. Continue to pitch the nose up. 60-some knots of wind here. Now we're feeling it. We may not make it all the way to New Orleans. I say once we get out of it, then we might wrap up for the night. Just to get an idea here. Watching our airspeed here as well. Wow. Ho ho. Yeah, this is definitely rough to kind of batter here. It's like battling with the winds. Especially, you go so easy on your rudder and you're all over the place. Wow. It's like a bunch of correcting, too. It takes quite a bit to do this. Alright. Full power. Sorry guys, I know it's a pretty wild ride through this. Whoa. Still getting that wind. Trying to just use the rudder here. That's kind of making it a little smoother. This is definitely hard to fly through. You can see we're just crabbing into it right now with the rudder. It's amazing what this thing can do. Wow. There we go. Alright, folks. Here we are. Now, the person in front of us is down into the sea, that's for sure. Oh yeah, he's a goner. Alright, there we go. I mean, look at the pounding rain. That's insane. And here we are, trying to watch our airspeed. Holy. Easy on the controls, and this thing goes everywhere. Alright, there we are. Wow. This is definitely hard to fly through. We're now through 7,000 feet. We're almost through the storm. We're going to bank to the left to try to get out of it. This is intense. Folks, if you're just coming in, don't forget to leave a like on today's stream and hit that subscribe button if you're new here. Would be very much appreciated. But welcome aboard, everybody. We're just wrapping up, almost here for the evening. But this has definitely been a stream, that's for sure. Alright. Try to break free here in a second. Get her out of the winds. Get out of the storm itself. That was a bit much. Holy. Here we go, watch that. Starting to peek through it. I mean, you guys can just see, this thing is all over. Alright, we're getting a stall warning. We gotta watch that. Easy does it. Alright, there we go. There we go. $9,000. We should start breaking out of the clouds here. The rain started to die down for sure. So, here we are. Start pitching up as much as we can without losing that airspeed. Wow. And folks, if you can kind of peek through the clouds up here, we're just coming out of it. It's good, good to see. We might do a daytime. We'll see. We shall see. We're doing real weather, real time right now. You guys want me to make it daytime before we wrap it up, I can do so, just so you guys get a visual of what this thing looks like. Let's see. There we go. So this is what it looks like in the day. Huge cloud formations. This is at noon. As we break through it. I mean, look at that. It's some stunning views, too. Alright, there we go. Wow. Alright, guys. We're just about to break out of this thing. You'll start to see it here any second. Try to get through this. We're almost there. Gotta watch our speed here. Oh boy. I mean, it's much harder than it looks to fly through this thing. You're good, airplane. You are good. Alright. There we go. Alright, folks. Wow. That is insane. And there we go. We're breaking out of it. And rapidly descending. We'll bring your nose up here. Well, folks, you've seen Ida. And look at that. It always makes for a great view in the end. Ladies and gentlemen, we have survived. That is Hurricane Ida for you. We are out of it. We have made it. And folks, what an amazing flight. That's going to do it for me for the evening. Thank you guys all for tuning in. Look at those views. I mean, wow. That's insane. Folks, we have made it out of Hurricane Ida. That's going to do it for Alaska. Thank you guys for tuning in this evening. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button on your way out. You all have a wonderful night. That was incredible. Somebody should take a picture of them and take a screenshot. It's amazing. Alright guys, take care. Have yourselves a great rest of your night. I will see you guys on the next one. Take care, folks. Good night.